This year's steering committee and co-chairs have done a great deal of work in preparing for tonight, and we are incredibly grateful for all those who have helped make tonight a success. We have an incredible program lined up, but before we get underway, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the event co-chairs, Kevin Weekly and Julia Green-Severick. Great. And vice chairs, David Carpenter and Brian O'Neill. They have led an amazing steering committee of 30 people from the Rochester community. Could all of the committee members please stand? Come on, stand up. Good. You have all donated hours over the last year to make tonight such a great success. Thank you for all of your hard work. Tonight is fueling the Pride Agenda's important work right here in Rochester that will result in the LGBT community winning statewide. Our work on the Gender Expression Non-Discrimination Act is in full swing. We are pushing hard for a vote in the state Senate before the session ends this June. And speaking of the Senate, we are happy to have one of our community's strongest supporters, State Senator Eric Adams, here with us tonight. Senator Adams will be speaking to us a little bit later. We are continuing our work on dignity for all students and marriage equality. This month, we initiated a new campaign to find thousands of new marriage equality supporters who can be called on to get involved in the fall elections and in next year's legislative session in Albany. And you can be sure that Monroe County is one of the important targets in this campaign. Your attendance tonight helps us to do this work, and we cannot thank you enough for attending and being here tonight. Now I turn to my co-chair, Frank Selvaggi.
Thanks, Mitch. I'm a downstater, but I just want you all to know I love Rochester. I went to RIT for 5 years, and I worked down the block at a CPA firm called Davy, Kaplan & Braverman. The Pride Agenda and I both know how important Rochester and the rest of upstate New York is to our organization and the LGBT movement. The spring dinner is one of our most fun and important events, so thank you again for hosting the Pride Agenda tonight. And now, it's my special privilege to do something the Pride Agenda Board has been looking forward to doing since earlier this year. Introduce to all of you, before anyone else, our new Executive Director of the Pride Agenda. He has been with the Pride Agenda in Albany for more than 10 years and has been part of every statewide legislative victory ever achieved by this organization. I'm sure that he is no stranger to many of you, and that many of you in this room have worked with him and have celebrated victories with him. Since 2000, he has had several different roles at the organization. Prior to serving most recently as Pride Agenda's Director of Public Policy and Education, he was the organization's Legislative Counsel and Director of Public Policy and Governmental Affairs. In addition to his long tenure with the Pride Agenda, he is very active in other groups in our community, having served on the Board of Directors of the New York Civil Liberties Union Capital Region Chapter, co-counsel and a member of the Board of Directors of the Capital Gay District and Lesbian Community Council, and currently serving as Secretary on the Board of the Equality Federation. His political expertise, coupled with his long institutional history with the Pride Agenda, will make him a strong and effective leader for the Pride Agenda. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I am honored to introduce Ross Levi for the first time ever as the new Executive Director of the Empire State Pride Agenda. Please join me in welcoming Ross to the stage.